feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up?
What's up?
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly.
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh? You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Wrenches instead. Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time.
Yeah, he's got an egg, you might.
I feel like we could all use an egg right now, right? How's it going, y'all? Wanted to try out a new time just because my girlfriend started a new job. She's got a new schedule. So I'm home by myself. I'm not too tired after work on a normal shift day. I can come in, get the toy news together and throw it together and do a live stream, hopefully, because I know I have not been consistent pretty much since last month, the beginning of last month. I don't know when it was, but I have not been consistent. And that's because real world shit affects my brain. I don't know about y'all, but shit happening in the real world, watching the news and like, I didn't used to be one of those people that had to watch the news or felt like I needed to watch the news, but we live in the craziest of times. So all the real world shit, all the legislation, all this nonsense happening, it's been affecting me. So I haven't been able to put myself out there and get on live and talk because I've just been so fucking depressed. And unfortunately, that's how it be sometimes. Richard, how's it going? Good to see you. Sarge, I haven't done lives in a long time. I get it. I do. Not only is there not enough time in the day, it's a little taxing to put yourself out there constantly at the whims of YouTube and just having to talk through something because, you know, I do the show by myself for the most part. I don't have any guests. I just talk toy news, and sometimes it's a real struggle to get out of my head and just not pay attention to all the real world shit happening. But try to do that today. Try to get back into the swing of it and cover some toy news because it's been pretty light as far as toy news. Like, we haven't had a lot of stuff coming out. We haven't had how about you shut the fuck up, ugly ass? Of course we're gonna get the trolls in here. You know, I haven't been able to cover anything because there hasn't been a lot, and that's another part of why I haven't been getting on live and doing toy news because there hasn't been a whole lot. The toy need been kind of mid. Like, gas is almost $4 a gallon, right? It's like, what toys can we even get when shit's so expensive? But yeah, real world shit affects me too. It should any normal person. Anything going on, if you're not a horrible piece of shit and you're not in support of the crap happening, which if you are, go fuck yourself. Any of the stuff that's been happening since January of last year, go fuck yourself. But yeah, if you're a real person, that shit affects you. You know, I really want to get those I did that stickers and just start slapping them on everything, like action figures, milk, gas, all that shit. I just want to get those I did that stickers and just start slapping them on everything. I would love to pay for it. Yeah, you live in California. I'm sure it's like $8 or $9 a gallon where you live. And that's fucking unsustainable. Like $4 to $6 is unsustainable, but even above that, it's fucking insane. And that's all Donald Trump's fault. So it literally is. But we're gonna try to talk about toy news today. toy news. Let's see. I don't want to. Let's take this down real quick. Not quite there yet, but uh-oh. I don't want to be that big either. There's not a whole lot. Like, I don't know what they're waiting for. I feel like they're waiting. Like, y'all got to understand that that plastic is made from oil, like everything. So not only is the price of the pump's going to go up, but anything made of plastic is going to start to go up. I would say he's the worst president, but he didn't even actually get elected this time. He fucking cheated. And yeah, the first time was the worst presidency. Now he's just a lawless felon doing whatever he wants with the full backing of the executive. And pretty much we don't have any other branch except for executive anymore, which is fucking crazy. But let's see what I want to talk about first. I know I got some stuff on, you know what, the newest thing. We'll talk about the newest thing first. This comes from toynewsy.com. I saw this yesterday, and yo, we seriously get some of the weirdest fucking people in these chats. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God. This is YouTube. What a stupid question. All right, so we got this reveal yesterday. It was, let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger. There we go. All right, we got this reveal yesterday. It is Destro with his Iron Grenadier. Why is the truth? What's going on? How are you? Good to see you. What does Dave say? Does he say whiz? Because it's wise, right? I say it right. Iron Grenadier Destro. So he's got the gold head, gold weapons, gold shield, all that stuff. Fancy, you know, Hasbro's going to charge a bunch of money for it, but I'm guessing this is something people have been clamoring for because, you know, the Iron Grenadiers is Destro's thing. So we do have some Grenadiers, right? We already have a couple, but we've never gotten Destro, who is straight up in charge. And like, if the figure came by himself with all this stuff, that's cool. That might be the Destro that I want on my display to replace the older one. But because it comes with a glider, and I don't have room for that shit on my shelf. Easy pass for me. And that's just renders. They don't have any actual figures yet, at least as far as we know. But you know how fast Hasbro is with the turnaround on all the. Yes, it is wise. He combines the truth. LOL. You know, Dave. He'll just read what's in front of him, whether he's comprehending the reading or not. But it's all good. We love Dave. I've missed so many of his live streams lately. Him going live at 10 p.m. Eastern time is fucking me up. Like, I miss all of his streams. But just a prototype. Actually, this may be. Is that a render? Because that looks real. I don't know. But that's the first part of the Joe News, is they just showed that off. And I don't know if this is a new wave. Is this a new wave? March 25th, yeah. So this is the new retro card wave. So we've got Wild Bill. Who is that? Grunt? Is that Grunt? Or is it, let me see. Oh, it is Grunt. I was right. Look at that. Techno Viper. And these are just renders. Can I make it bigger? No. So that's all we get, just some renders. And Wild Bill was what? He was in the Firefly HasLab. So we have had Wild Bill before. We've had Grunt before. This is just the retro card re-release, which is to emulate the original figure. And then what is this one? Techno Viper. I don't know if we've had a Techno Viper before. I'm not a big Joe person. I don't collect a lot of G.I. Joe. So if I'm wrong, well, then I'm just wrong. Toy News International, Toy Newsy, thank you very much. I know some of these McFarlane figures, like that Joker, went up for pre-order and immediately sold out. Def Toys, what's going on? Good to see you. Apparently Star Fox is going to be in Super Mario Galaxy, so that's cool. Maybe we will get a Star Fox figure from Jax at some point. That would be really nice to see. When is this toy news from? This is from what, today? Yeah, this is from today. So this is going up for pre-order soon from Loose Collector, Dogman. So this is one of those, and I said I wanted to do a cryptid Kickstarter, and as soon as I said that, a bunch of cryptids started coming out because we got it like an actual like cryptid little stylized toy line that has like Mothman and a couple other figures. But that's just a pipe dream. I'll never be able to do a Kickstarter. I stopped buying Joe's after Rock and Roll and the Retro one. I didn't stop buying them, but like I just pretty much get ones that are cool or ones from the old redubbed PSAs, not the original PSAs, but the redubbed ones. Loose Collector Dogman, he looks cool. That was the prototype a while back. You know, I would actually really probably want to get this and then get a more werewolf looking head sculpt for this. I really like that long gangly look for a werewolf. I think that'd be great. But cool looking figure. Nothing too crazy here. Those are what I was talking about, right? Cryptoids. We can look those up. Isn't it a Kickstarter? Cryptoid, right? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. No. Cryptoids. I need to find it. Yeah, Cryptoid Kickstarter. That's what I thought. Cryptoid Kickstarter. I can't type, so that's part of my problem. Here we go. Cryptoids, right? Yeah, these guys are cool. I did see them. It's the YHS crew. What is YHS? Remind me of what that is. Oh, they already got funded in 32 hours. Wow. When does it? 23 days ago? I may have time to back this. Can we see pictures and stuff? They have pictures? I know they have an Instagram page, right? See, this is how most of my live streams go. Me just randomly typing things, hoping to find it. And that's another reason I haven't been doing it very much. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I can do better. But let me look this up on here so we can actually get pictures. If I can spell. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. I found him. Look at me. I found him. I think this Mothman is really cool. But for me, like if I did a cryptid toy line, I would want them to be as gruesome and realistic as possible. So I would want that, you know, big, like kind of almost shapeless, wingless, shadowy Mothman with the red glowing eyes. But this is super cute. It is adorable. And I have no problems with it. I don't know what this guy is. Yeti. Okay, it's supposed to be a Yeti. So he's like a Yeti shaman, which is cool. Oh, and there's the, see, look, they even have an all black version of the Mothman, like I said, which is more to my mind's eye. I'm not sure. I think they're like 5-inch to 6-inch. That boy. Right? I'm not sure. But look at all these together. We got a little gray alien. We got whatever the hell that is. We got a Sasquatch. We got a Yeti. We got Bat Boy, and we got Mothman. And that whole wave is still up for Kickstarter with 23 days to go. Let's turn the volume down. We'll just let that play and watch it. Oh wow, they got little green aliens as well. So they got some repaints going on. Let me see what scale these are. Does it say? FAQ. What scale? Here we go. I found the answer. They are 1/12 scale. So there you go. They are 6-inch scale, 1/12. So good to see that. Where did my other shit? Okay. On from that, which are very cool and I am interested in, but like I said, I would like more realistic, super scary looking cryptid figures. Back to toy news. So we just got some Mafex announcements yesterday. And Mafex has been one of those companies that people say they're falling off. And I want to say that I agree with that. And a big reason that I agree with that is because it's so far off from when the movie or whatever that it's based on comes out before we get these figures. Like, for instance, this is Aquaman from Aquaman 2, right? When did that come out? Like 3 years ago? This is due next year. This is coming out next year, which Jason Momoa has already moved on to playing another character in a DC franchise because now he's going to be Lobo. So not only is this outdated, but why would anybody want this now when Supergirl is coming out and we're going to get Lobo Jason Momoa? Joaquin Phoenix Joker costing 300 and some change is ridiculous. And we'll get to that because, McFarlane said something about licensing rights and all that stuff and why it costs so much. And that may hold some truth based on the price of the Mafex because I wasn't sure how much it was, but $300 is ridiculous, especially for something from so long ago. So that's a big reason why Mafex is kind of falling off. It's like we've gotten these figures closer to when the movie came out, maybe not as accurate, but like who is chomping at the bit for a stealth suit Aquaman from the Aquaman movie that nobody went to see? I still haven't seen Aquaman 2. I still haven't seen Flash. So, who is this for? And the face sculpts aren't even that great. I mean, that one's okay. But like, and look at the accessories, a trident and whatever the other thing is. And once again, didn't this movie come out in 2021 or 2020? So that's 6 years after this movie came out. Now, granted, like I said, the accuracy is there. This is the most accurate inside out suit that we've gotten from the movie. But at the same time, who gives a shit, right? Like, who cares? It's got the little spell gauntlet thing for trapping the villains, and it's got all the techie insides of the suit. Because like I said, he flipped the suit inside out. We all remember what happened in No Way Home. But who gives a shit? The new Spider-Man movie is coming out this year in like 4 months, right? April, May, June, July. Yeah, like 4 months. So Mafex, you need to really reconsider first of all, your product choices, and secondly, how long it takes you to make them. Because that Rogue that you released, I'm talking to you directly, Steve Mafex. That Rogue that you released was postponed by 2 years, and there was nothing redeeming about the wait time. Like, there was nothing added, same hair sculpt 3 times in a row, just like nothing of value was like brought forward or improved upon in those 3 years. Like, I like the way that all this like wiring and sculpted is. You can see how high tech his suit was from No Way Home and Far From Home. But we don't need this anymore. I'll never see Flash. See, I watched all the scenes on YouTube with Michael Keaton's Batman. And then I was like, well, I've seen the movie. And I was like, I don't care. I'm never going to sit down and watch this shit. And I saw the beginning scene with the CG babies that just looked terrible. Also, honestly, CT Toys is also adding on to Mafex dying out. Also, a valid point. When they can home out figures faster than Mafex and Amazing Yamaguchi on their molds and give you a pretty comparable product for a cheaper price, yeah, that's pretty sad for Mafex when they, look at SH Figure Arts. Their quality is not always the best, but they're still getting those releases out closer at least to when the movie came out. And then we get to the Joker, right? And you said it was $300, Richard, for guy in suit, Joaquin Phoenix in suit. And then, of course, you get the stair diorama and all that stuff. But why is... Okay. I know what Todd McFarlane said, right? He said that because it's an R-rated thing, because Warner Brothers doesn't want it to be their main thing, it costs them more to license it out and produce it, which doesn't really make sense. But then you get to the Mafex release, which is probably only the second or third licensed Joker that we've seen from the movie, right? And gets the chair from the Murray show. But that McFarlane one was just like mostly cardboard. That whole background diorama was like cardboard and some plastic pieces, right? I'm assuming this Mafex one is all plastic. Like, I'm assuming this is a big hunk of plastic, and that's why it costs $300. And maybe the licensing thing is true. Maybe they are trying to make back a bunch of that licensing cost by putting in a big hunk of plastic and charging a premium for it. But at the same time, you've got third-party Jokers that are like non-licensed, that have soft goods, that have rooted hair and all this stuff in the same scale, and they look probably closer to Joaquin Phoenix. I don't really see Joaquin Phoenix in these head sculpts even that much. So it's just like, who's gonna buy this? And is it gonna just lose Mafex more money? Because these are the accessories you get other than the chair and the diorama piece, and then the head sculpts. It's fucking $300. When did Joker come out? Like what, 2019? Something like that, like a long time ago. Third party heads are killing. That's what I'm saying. Why is like, you know, who are these for? Morning, antifreeze over ice. How are you? Antifreeze over ice. I gotta say that proper. I don't know what the proper inflection is, but we just got those announcements like yesterday, something like that. And we got this also solicited. Yeah, $300, 300 bones. And this is from the first movie, Way Too Late, and part 2 didn't get good reviews. Not too many people care for this. The second movie was really bad. But I feel like that was intentional. I feel like Todd Phillips was like, oh, you want a sequel to the movie that wasn't supposed to have a sequel? I'm going to make it shitty. And I feel like he did that on purpose. But just like, was like, I'm going to make Lady Gaga look good and the rest of this movie is going to suck. I've never seen Terrifier to this day, but this is a NECA 2-pack with Art and the Pale Girl. And apparently, Rhea Ripley is signed on to be in Terrifier 4. So I may watch Terrifier 4 just because Rhea Ripley is in there. Did Mezco do this version? I don't know. Did Mezco do? Let me look that up real quick. I don't think they did. I could be wrong. I'm gonna check. Did Mezco do Joaquin Joker? I don't think they did. Oh, they did. No, they didn't. That's a Golden Age Joker. Unless you're talking about Art. Oh my God, Rowdy, you have to watch them. They're awesome movies. Watch Terrifier. Listen, I'm a big slasher horror fan. I am. But I like to also have like some kind of like plot or like some kind of characterization for the slasher rather than just being kind of goofy and making kills more and more painful as they go. And I don't mind gore. I don't like horror movie gore, like over the top, but I don't like realistic gore. I don't like. But I feel like Terrifier is just so bloody and so over the top and so gross. I don't think I would enjoy it. I really don't think I would. But if Rhea Ripley's in it, I will watch it. $300 way too much. Yeah. No, it's insane. But these sculpts on these NECA figures look really good. Like, don't get me wrong, an Art the Clown figure would look awesome sitting on one of my shelves. Not a NECA one just because of the scale, but like the Mezco one that came out recently, I would get that just to say, look at this cool clown, and then put Rhea Ripley next to him. Yeah. And then I don't know what the context of this character is, but she's creepy as shit. Creepy little kid, no thank you. No thank you. I don't know if she's like possessed or something, or she's just a monster freak like artist. Cool accessories though. We got like a flamethrower thing. I guess he's got like a pistolero, a Tommy gun. He straight up got guns now. Oh, they never did it. But see, the thing about if they did that Joker, it would probably be like $250, and you have to include like a diorama or something. So I don't know if Mezco. She won't watch that shit. She doesn't like horror and gore. She would not watch it. I guarantee you. She'd be like, "Why did you put this on? I'm so upset with you. I'm gonna go to another room." I'd be like, "But wait, comes with a lot of accessories. Like this is like an import amount of accessories. I mean, it is a 2-pack, so NECA's gonna charge a premium. I wonder how much it's gonna cost. Oh, it's on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store already. 72. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad for what you're getting for the scale, for the detail. That is actually pretty decent. And NECA is actually doing the whole, well, these are single jointed, but you know, they're pinless now when they make new sculpts. So, you know, that's not a bad price for that 2-pack. I can't hate on that. Right? Like what, a NECA figure is like $36. So that's about the price of 2 NECA figures, right? Oh no, it's so gory. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like I don't mind gore, but like gore just for the sake of gore, like, you know, Saw, there's a point to it. Like it's, if you can't overcome this, you must really hate yourself. You must really want to, you know, not, you know, like, want to play a game. Some of you are so ungrateful to be alive, but not you, not anymore. You know, like he's got a method to his madness. Art is just a sadistic motherfucker, which is fine, but I don't know if I can enjoy that. One of these days I'll sit down and probably watch 1 or 2. I do want to see the one if Rhea Ripley's in it. I'll watch 4 for sure, but I won't know what's happening. All right, now on the other end of the spectrum for a single release figure, which I guess normal 1/12 Haya figures are about, they're about $100, a little less, a little bit more. So this guy being 140 is not terrible for Haya prices, but at the same time, they're releasing like Godzilla and King Kong figures for 50 something bucks. So I don't know what the difference is between a person and a kaiju, but they're really milking you of your money when it comes to, like, you know, Rambo or Judge Dredd or RoboCop or whatever, and then you get the cheaper kaijus, which I guess is an okay trade-off. But they just released another RoboCop as well, and I think it was die-cast, but this one comes with like a jetpack booster. I haven't seen RoboCop 3. I've only seen the first RoboCop, and that was a very long time ago. It's not a movie I've seen recently. But unlike a lot of people, I understand that it's a satire and it's over the top for a reason. It's like, yeah, this is a commentary on police states and authoritarianism and et cetera, et cetera. Which, you know, comparisons today. But for what you're getting for that price is not that much more than the normal release Haya RoboCop. So I'm not gonna say that it's worth it. I mean, you do get this. Is that a swappable chest plate as well? Yeah, you get 2 chest plates. You get the booster pack with the guns and other stuff. I like RoboCop for a toy. Absolutely not. See, I want the RoboCop, the just straight up regular RoboCop release. I think that would look cool next to Judge Dredd, which I have, and then I would want to get. Yeah, I don't know. I think it look cool. I like RoboCop. I like the look of RoboCop, I should say. But for 134, just get the regular release one. You don't need the jetpack, right? I mean, you get a lot of stuff. You get the stand, the face plates, the alternate headpieces, the damaged, undamaged, etc., etc. But you know, it's a hefty price. Anything over 134, yeah. Anything over like $35 to $50, depending on what type of figure. Like for a domestic figure like Hasbro or McFarlane, $35 is absolutely too fucking much. Jade is asking 30. That's reasonable. And then, you know, some of the SHF are 35 and then others are like exorbitantly more. So I made a video about this. I really think that more import companies should focus on doing pricing competitive with domestic stuff. Like show Hasbro up, show Mattel up, show McFarlane up, make better figures at a competitive price, offering more to the consumers, and you will have those consumers for life. They will just move on and stop buying the cheaper quality stuff and get better stuff. But that being said, MOFX and SHF have been slipping on quality. Then you have Storm Arena, which is Storm Collectibles, directly competing with Jada Toys and arguably being the best import figure of the most recent memory, you know? So it's just, I think Mezco is overpriced, especially when the clothes stop the fig from having good articulation. I agree with you. I like Mezco, but I think that they're overpriced as well. Soft goods are cheaper than plastic. We'll put it that way. The soft goods are definitely cheaper than plastic. MOFX is too high as well, even from the Japanese sites. It's still high. And that's another reason why they're fucking up. It's another reason why they're falling off. Okay, we got some Mattel Creations reveals. I think this one's cool. Whoa. They revealed more than just one. Look at all this stuff. This is some crazy stuff. All right, let's talk about this one first. Monster High Skeletor doll. Really cool. I love that they integrate other things into Monster High. Like, for instance, got this right here, Monster High Wednesday. And then we have a Bride of Frankenstein one down here. Fucking lots of Monster High dolls in this house. But I like that Xenomorph Queen Monster High, and now we got the Skeletor Monster High. Just beautiful. Beautiful use of your license. Very, very pretty. I like the purple hair. I like the green skin. She looks great. Even painted her nose to look like it's not there. She's got her ram staff. Very, very cool looking doll. And I like it a lot. It's not something I'm going to get. Trust me, if I had infinite money, I would get all of the Monster High collector releases. I would get all of them just to say I had them because I like dolls. I don't know. Can't blame you for that. But Monster High is definitely, you know, when I grew up it was Barbie and Bratz. But in my opinion, Monster High is just, those are the best. Those are the best dolls. And we got some crazy looking He-Man stuff. Well, let's look at the other Monster High doll first. Let's look at her first. So what is this supposed to be? Just a really cool, holy shit, she looks cool. I think it's supposed to be like a Grim Reaper looking doll. My God, that is freaking sick. Y'all can't tell me that that's not cool, even if you don't like dolls. Like, this thing is crazy. I love the colors, the dark shiny purple and blue. Like, that is really cool. And then we got these crazy looking He-Man things with more wild colors. Like, he looks like he's like a bubble bath He-Man almost. We got like flowers and stuff all over him, and Skeletor's got like vein looking stuff. Battle Cat's got articulation. These are pretty cool. My daughters love Monster High. We still have the toys for them. Hell yeah. Yeah, hold on to those. Don't ever get rid of those. They'll want them one day. Bubble bath He-Man. I mean, right? Like, that's what he looks like. He's so cool. Like, these are very cool sculpts. These are very interesting. I don't know what the tie-in is for or what the connection is, or if they're okay. So I'm guessing it's this artist's rendition in figure form, which these are very, very awesome paintings. These are really cool. These are gorgeous. I would say the artwork is even better. Like, honestly, it does not do the artwork justice, but these are cool. And they're very, very, very unique as far as He-Man goes. Definitely keeping the dolls. I still have their Barbie house that I don't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of any of that stuff, honestly. If it was your kids and it brought them some joy as a child, when they have kids or when they feel nostalgic and stuff and they go asking their parents, hey, do you have that stuff and it's gone? you know that's gonna suck. So good parenting there, Richard. My grandma made me get rid of a lot of my stuff from when I was a kid, like all of my old biker mice and street sharks and Marvel stuff. It's mostly all gone. I got to keep a couple bits and pieces, but she was like, you can't hold on to this anymore. You're taking up space. You're too old. It's like, bitch. Shiny golden hair. These are really cool looking. It's nice when they do stuff for an artist like that, like just specific collaboration designed for one thing. Oh, I like that Skeletor head sculpt. That's cool with the white instead of the green. Staff is sick. And they're like very, like I said, it's like veiny, vascular. I'm not getting rid of any of those toys. Hell yeah. There's no reason to. If you got the storage and stuff, you know, there's no reason to get rid of them. My parents threw my old toys from the 80s away when I got into middle school. I was pissed. That's some bullshit. I'm sorry. Like, I had so much cool shit, and I sold it for like $80. And you know, the other thing is, like, if I had wanted to actually sell that shit bit by bit, I would have gotten so much more money. But she's like, you need to get rid of it. So I just sold a whole box of my shit for like $80. And I was like, this is fun. This is cool. Thanks, Grandma. Is that all? Yeah, I don't care about a freaking car. And I guess we got a Stone Cold. Stone Cold! Let me get a hell yeah. Austin 316. No butterfly joints on that guy. Honestly, pretty lacking in articulation. I don't know. That King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, King of the Ring. Who the fuck was that on the back? Okay, I was about to be like, what the fuck? I had Castle Grayskull and I had a huge WWF wrestling ring my mom dumped in the trash. And that's even worse. Rather than selling it, dumping it in the trash. Who is this supposed to be? Yeah, that really is. That's not great. I'm sorry. Like, ooh, he's got a face only a mother would love. I'm assuming this is some kind of Motu. Okay, laser power He-Man. Laser power He-Man. After he's had a few botched plastic surgeries. And his little Cro-Magnon. Oof. He definitely looking like a caveman. Remember those old caveman, little tiny little ones that would ride dinosaurs? That's what that head sculpt reminds me of. Like they were just like this big, and they had like the furred toga or whatever. And they had tattoos on their arms. I don't know what the hell those were from, but that's what the head sculpt reminds me of. Is one of those. See, like I said, there hasn't been a lot of toy news. I haven't really missed much in my absence of live streaming. This went up for pre-order. They really didn't do her too well on this head sculpt. I mean, I guess it kind of looks like her. It's more so the paint kind of doesn't do her justice. Because is it pronounced Elle Fanning? I think it's Elle Fanning, not Ellie. Is it Ellie? They just kind of got the same look on her face on all three head sculpts, or both head sculpts, which is, you know, shows some emotion. And then we get Bud, which for NECA, for a smaller character, they got some decent articulation there. Listen, I did not really like this movie. It wasn't terrible. Like, it wasn't awful or anything. But it was, like, not Predator to me. I understand what they were doing. Like, the first part of the movie was really cool. Like, the first, I want to say 15, 20 minutes, Deck, his brother, their dad, they're fighting, they're training, and then, you know, the fight happens, and then he gets sent to the planet. That's all really cool. But the second, and this isn't against Elle Fanning or anything, I'm not hating on her, but the second that her character popped in, it got really fucking goofy. Like, they were just kind of like, plot holes. No one's gonna pay attention, right? We got a cute side character. It's gonna distract people. And it just, I didn't like it that much. It was like maybe like a 6 out of 10 for me. I was not a big fan of Predator Badlands. Prey, however, was fantastic. Killer of Killers was really good. But this movie, It was all right. It was worth watching once and then just forgetting about it. And hopefully they don't do anything else with it. I'm sure they will. But yeah, look, all three of these head sculpts. The only thing that they did was like paint the eyes differently. How boring is that? And they don't even look like Elle Fanning. And then at least Bud got some different head sculpts and emotions on there, but she's just like RBF face, all three head sculpts, which okay, it's a decision, I guess. Give me 1 second. One second. I'll be right back. I have laundry in. I didn't want to be that person that has laundry that's done and they just leave it in there. But yeah, half a figure, and that's why they included Bud, I suppose, was to offset the price and be like, well, half a figure and then a figure, half of another figure makes a whole figure, right? So kind of underwhelming, especially because later on in the movie, spoiler alert, she gets her legs back. So they could have just done that, right? So there's not a whole lot left to really go over. We got some new pre-orders. Joy Toy. Those are 1/18 scale. We're not even gonna bother looking at those. Yeah, I don't know. Toiliness has been very, very light. Very, very lacking. Here's some 1/8 scale, 1/9 scale. Beast Kingdom, right? Yeah, Beast Kingdom. We got Thomas Wayne. So if you haven't read Flashpoint, if you're not at all familiar with Thomas Wayne, so there is the comic book story that essentially led into the New 52 called Flashpoint. And the Flash used his powers to go back in the past to prevent his mother from being killed. And that set a whole ripple in the timeline. So when he went back, everything was changed. Bruce Wayne was the one that got shot in the alley. Thomas Wayne decided to become Batman. Martha Wayne became the Joker. There was a lot of differences. And then it was Reverse Flash who actually mucked everything up. But yeah, this Batman, Thomas Wayne Batman, has no qualms with using weapons. So he carries around 2 pistols. And it's just kind of like a more cold and sadistic version of Batman because his kid got, and that's what that character is if you don't know. And of course this is right after Death of Superman because we got the super mullet. This is his recovery suit, so it essentially like boosts the sunlight absorption from a yellow sun so he can recover faster because he was dead, but he was actually just kind of like in a coma after Doomsday killed him. So Doomsday didn't really kill him. He just kind of took a nap for a while to recover because he was so beaten down that he just kind of needed to go comatose. And then, of course, you had the reign of the Superman with like Steel and Superboy and the robot Superman, cyborg Superman, and all that stuff. And then Superman came back in the suit with the mullet. Everybody, look, it's Max. Hi, Max. Good to see you. So yeah, there's a little bit of comic book history for you. DH-163 DC Comics Superman recovery suit. And then, yeah, these are big figures. These are 8-inch scale. Like, they're huge. And I guess that's to avoid licensing issues and all that stuff. So yeah, Thomas Wayne and recovery suit Superman from Beast Kingdom. Really not Really not a lot of toy news. I'm not going to talk about statue. Hot Toys. Hot Toys Daredevil. Oh, speaking of Daredevil, the first episode of Born Again season 1 was really good. The way it started, though, I was just so confused. I did not know what was happening. I was like, what is going on? And then I don't want to spoil it. And then it picked up, and I was like, okay, now I get it. Oh, that's all. That's it. Just a solicitation. Not even a preview. Preview photo announcing a new Daredevil 1/6 figure. So Daredevil in Born Again season 2, his suit is black, but it's like he painted it black himself, and he just left the red for the Daredevil symbol, which I think looks really cool. Sorry, monster be making me burp. But yeah, it's just a preview. We're not getting, and that's the thing I'm talking about, right? So like, Hot Toys, the 1/6 scale shit. They will announce a figure when the movie is coming out or slightly after, and they will get it out there within a few months. Mafex takes fucking years. Fucking years. Like they just let me see. Mafex store final swing Spidey. Oh, I did not spell Spidey right. I know I just saw. Here we go. Tokyo Joey. Shout out to Tokyo Joey because he was in the store the other day, and this is actually where I saw. So this is on display at the Mafex store right now. I already like this. Let me make sure I like this post because I'm using it. There we go. Which the figure looks good, but this movie came out in 2021, right? The new Spider-Man movie comes out this year with a different version of these colored suits. So why are people going to want to get this one when we've got the new movie coming out and we'll get Legends, we'll get SHF all well before we get a Mafex one? So there's another figure. He also showed off Jubilee, which she looks good. She looks fine. It's acceptable, but it's like for the price that they're asking, a soft goods coat does not cut it because soft goods is cheaper than plastic. But shout out to Tokyo Joey for those pictures. He lives in Tokyo, obviously, so he's always getting the previews and because this kind of stuff they put out in the store like before it goes up for pre-order. And I think Superboy Robin also just went up in the Mafex store for people to see. I mean, sculpt is fine, the head sculpt is fine, but I'm sure it's like $100. And they're slowly getting to that X-Men Jim Lee X-Men Blue team. Oh my god. Why is that on my page? Yo, that whole Chapel Roan thing though, like that whole thing that's memeing right now is such bullshit because like she wasn't even aware of the situation. It was her security guard. Yet she's the one that banned, but someone like Chris Brown can still go perform it was in Brazil that this happened. Someone like Chris Brown who literally beat the crap out of Rihanna can still go and perform. But God forbid a woman have some kind of controversy that she didn't even fucking do, and she gets banned from the country or from playing in a certain place. Like, make it make sense. Stop picking on women is what I want to say. Like, leave women alone. Go pick on the people that deserve it. Honestly, I'm satisfied with Marvel Legends Final Swingsuit. I like it. It's not the best articulated. I feel like it's going to break sometimes when I pick it up because of the hip joints and all that stuff, but it's a decent figure. All right, let's check out these recent pre-orders before we hop off here. We got 10 minutes left. Hopefully my laundry will be done by then. X-Men 97. Archangel is up for... Oh my god. All right. All right. Make this shit make sense. These guys don't come with any accessories, right? Okay. Let's just... They come with a head sculpt and a set of hands. $55.99. 2 figures. Sure, whatever. that, you know, they're 30 something bucks. It's cheap, but tell me why that's 55. And then Archangel with the giant fucking wings, with a gun, with all this stuff is only 40 bucks. They could have charged $40 for that fucking 2-pack, especially because those molds are not new. But no, this is Hasbro, so we're gonna give you a reasonable price for one of them. And even fucking $40 is not reasonable. Like deluxe figures used to be $32 to $35. Like the motorcycle ones, all that shit, they used to be like 35 bucks. Now it's 40. Whatever. But the 2-pack with no new molds other than the head sculpts is fucking $55. And the fucking brand new Smart Hulk is $46.99. None of this shit makes sense, y'all. It makes no goddamn sense. Right? Like he's $46.99. There is not a single bit of reuse on here other than maybe the arms. Other than the fucking arms. $46.99. And then you get down to this fucking maximum fucking Thor, $55.99. These prices make no sense. And I know I'm getting mad, but like this is the biggest toy company in the world. And they can't have a consistent price point for their fucking figures. You can't have a regular release at a certain price and a deluxe at a certain price. No. We got to jump all around just because of how we feel a figure is going to sell. Why the fuck does Smart Hulk cost less than Maximum Thor when Maximum Thor has fucking reuse? Those lightning effects, the hands, that's reuse. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't with this shit, man. There's a reason I haven't. Ooh. Y'all. And then this fucking piece of shit. Excuse my French. $34.99. Spinning a wheel to get those prices. They may as well be. And this, the only difference between this Iron Spider and the other one is the head sculpt, the color, and he's got one more Waldo. So they put another hole in his back. So I'm guessing they redid the torso for the spider. So torso's new and the head sculpts are new. The Waldos aren't new. So it's just really 1, 2, 3 new things on top of a whole reused body. And they're saying $34.99. $34.99. Oh, Hasbro, you got me fucked up. I'm telling you right now. And y'all want me to keep reviewing your toys? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What else we got up for pre-order? Not a whole lot. Look at that though. That's a statue, but holy shit. Life finds a way. It's Jeff Goldblum, everybody. $1,000 Jeff Goldblum statue. In his finest physique. Which is to say, The Fly. Which I still have not seen all of. I've seen the first half of it. But I haven't seen the back half. So I can't say that I've seen The Fly. Isn't it Roger Corman? Is that who does that? Yeah, I don't need to look at statues. I just saw The Fly and I was like, I've never seen that before. Yeah, at least you get 4 Waldos. That's the saving grace, right? I don't even want to look at Hasbro's pre-orders. Fuck you, Hasbro. Fuck you. New arrivals. I saw this guy was popping up in Target and everyone was frothing at the bit for him. Now he's in stock at Big Bad Toy Store because everyone already got him for way more than they should have paid. Resin. I'm assuming it's a resin statue. All statues worth their weight are. Like, those McFarlane statues are just plastic that you can't move. I've hated the Fly movie personally, especially part 2, which was absolutely worse. I didn't even know there was a part 2. Just wait, everybody. Petroleum is a major ingredient. Yeah. Oh, I addressed that earlier, Max. Everything plastic is made with oil. Which I feel like is a big reason why toy news has been kind of silent. Maybe people are just trying to get out what they're already making and working on and have already allotted cost to and waiting to see what the prices are going to look like. Crazy legs. Wait, have I seen this guy before? What is he doing? Is he dancing? Oh, he's a paratrooper. Oh, he's a yelling guy. Yeah, $27.99. Say goodbye to that price point pretty soon. I haven't seen any of the Fly movies. Well, I wouldn't say it's essential, but if you like body horror, it's probably essential. Oil and natural gas go into production. Yeah, all of it. But, you know, we're totally winning. We're totally winning with gas prices at the highest they've ever been in my entire life. Winning. I just can't stop winning. Oh, I want this figure so bad. Somebody send me $100 so I can buy this figure. Somebody send me $100. Not this. I don't want this. Get out of here. Whoa, that's a good deal for that tumbler though. 127. That ain't bad. Somebody send me $100 so I can get this Harley Quinn. She's so cute. I want her so much. I really am hoping I can jump on this at some point because she is very cute. I love the anime style. I love the outfit. This is probably the coolest Harley I've ever seen. I know she's from that Suicide Squad anime, which I haven't seen a lick of, but just look at that. Look at that. I want it. I need that Harley. I'll get her at some point. How much time do I got left? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. All right. Well, I guess I did it. I guess I did a rundown. It's been a long time. Last one I did was that giveaway, which was a couple weeks ago. Longer than a couple weeks ago at this point. If you had to take a guess, how many Batman toys, just a Batman, do you think have been made? I don't know. Very, very many. Very, very many. Suicide Squad anime. They really did throw that franchise at everything, didn't they? Yeah, I think it's on Max. I think it's on HBO. And it's like kind of like its own thing, but like with a bunch of the characters that they used in the first movie. I think Grizzly is out. And see, he's a reasonable price. He's fucking... Where did he go? Is he sold out? No, there he is. $40 for Grizzly. All new. Well, not all new. The body. Yo, I can't get over these fucking prices, y'all. It's insane. Hi, Virgo. It's good. Actually, not a bad show. I'll have to check it out. I do love me some Harley Quinn. Anything with Harley Quinn in it, I can probably enjoy. Especially the actual Harley Quinn show that's on Max. That show's great. I love that show. Harley and Ivy forever. I want her so bad. And that's the thing. I haven't been making content. I haven't been live streaming, so my revenue is down, and that's pretty much what I use to buy figures is YouTube money. So I gotta start doing my job so I can get the things that I want, like this Harley Quinn figure. Cause dang, is she cute? I want that. I'll get her one day. She won't sell out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unless we look at this chick, which is a stat. Holy shit, this is 1/3 statue. 1/3 statue for $2,649. Now, you're showing all this stuff, but where is the... You're only showing the front of the figure, y'all. Come on. Come on. Wait. Nope. Still only the front of the figure. I'm sorry, I tried to get y'all cake before I left. But they refused. They're like, you gotta buy this 1/3 statue. LOL. Gooner mode. I haven't played World of Warcraft since like high school. Can't believe it's still going. All right, y'all. I am going to hop off of here. Hopefully this was fun for y'all. I don't know. I'm rusty. Hasn't been a lot of toy news, but it's good to just talk and talk about just toys specifically for the most part. You know, real world withstanding. But I appreciate all of y'all. Keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day!
Oh, man, he hit his ass with a parking towel, man. Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished.
All right, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
You know my dad?
Oh,
G.I. Joe!
What the fuck? This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.